Hi guys, welcome to Liverpool Convention Centre on a very windy day here in the city centre. We're going to Liverpool Comic Con 2020, very excited. It's my first ever con. Going to go inside, check it out. Come and have a look with us. Let's go. Get my Legolas on. You're happy with that, yeah? I am. Over the top. Yes. In the queue for Elijah Wood, very exciting. Frodo time, isn't it? Got a polo?
Yeah.
Want to be minty fresh for Elijah.
Come here. How was that?
It was wild. I think I had maybe 10 seconds with him, tops, maybe not even 10 seconds. The picture, I kind of look, you know in Lord of the Rings where they have basically Gandalf and then the hobbits, it kind of looks like I'm giant sized and Elijah Wood is still hobbit sized. Kind of looks like I'm going to devour him, I think.
Well, I think there's a danger that you were going to devour him. That looks brilliant.
Yeah.
Pleased?
Mega pleased. Gave him a Real Tours card. He seemed thrilled to have that. So
I dare say he's checking it out right now.
I think he is, yeah. Onwards and upwards. He's doing a Q&A shortly. I think we should go and check that out. Dun, 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 dun.
You know, Viggo was, the story of him being cast in Lord of the Rings is such an incredible one, because they had hired someone else to be Aragorn, and it didn't work out, but we had spent 2 months with the other actor preparing, and that actor also had 2 months of horse training and sword fighting and preparing for the role. And the decision was made the day that we started principal photography, and they had to bring in someone very quick. And so they had this idea about Viggo, and they cast him we all had 2 months of prep and getting to know each other and understanding the journey that we were on and understanding our characters, all of this work. And just sort of feeling like we were already at home in New Zealand with this crew. And he had to do that in the course of 2 weeks. And the degree that he sort of jumped into that task and took ownership over it, and also became such an inspiration to life in a way that was really believable, was intense, and was also physically demanding. So that all of those scenes were really difficult.
Before we let you go, can you tell us about any future projects we can look forward to seeing you?
Sure. Yeah, there's a movie, so I have a production company called Spectrovision. We produce horror and genre movies. There's a movie called Colorado Space that I think has already come out, but I think you can find it on Blu-ray and DVD now. It's an H.P. Lovecraft adaptation with Nicolas Cage that's I'm biased, but I think it's very good and super psychedelic and crazy. And there's a movie that I'm in called Come to Daddy. Yes, that's a real treat. That movie, I love it so much. It's actually written. Has anyone seen The Greasy Strangler by any chance? Excellent. So it's written by Toby Harvard, who wrote The Greasy Strangler. It is a comedy come to daddy that sort of dovetails into these genre places that you don't quite expect it to go. So that's really fun. I recommend it. And then, yeah, with the production company, we're producing any number of things at any given time. We just wrapped a movie called Arch Enemy from the same director as a movie called Daniel Isn't Real. So we're in post-production on that now.
Lots to look forward to.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for your candor. We so appreciate you being here.
What a pro. It's not the Sith I'm looking for. So it's late in the afternoon, there's still about 2 hours of Comic-Con left to go. It's been fantastic so far. We've seen Elijah Wood, gone and had an audience with him, had a photograph taken, which was very exciting. Seen all the American Pie cast. We've also seen Bob Gale of Back to the Future fame. He's got a Q&A coming up shortly, so we're going to go and check that out. Some of the stalls in there are absolutely just incredible. I could spend an absolute fortune in here, which I may well do. So stay tuned, and we'll see what the haul is at the end of the session. But anyway, let's go and explore for the last couple of hours. Okay, so welcome. I've stumbled upon a stall which caught my eye straight from the off as soon as we walked in. We've got Dean here. Dean, tell us first of all what the company is and tell us about some of the sauces you've got with us.
So it's called Dean of the Dead, and they're horror-themed hot sauces. They're all made out of fresh fruit. Basically, I kind of got the idea from going to a chili festival. Love my hot stuff, love my hot sauces.
Yeah.
Love horror films, put the idea together. And here I am.
Fantastic. I'm going to try one in a second, but before I do try one, I need to ask, what is, first of all, your favourite horror film?
Oh man, Nightmare on Elm Street. And Aliens, but Nightmare on Elm Street I think is the top.
Okay. And I'm quite good with spice, so which one should I try, do you think, first?
Maybe start with the Periscope one and then kind of go that way.
Sounds good.
Or maybe start with the hot one.
I like that idea as well.
Maybe
well, I'll try them and I'll let you know how I get on.
Awesome, no worries.
Amazing.
Cool.
So The Exorcist, of course, is one of my favourite films. Been to the locations of The Exorcist house, check that out on a previous video, so let's see how the exhaust goes. That is delicious. And the heat's coming through quite a lot now.
I told you.
But I can handle it, because I'm good with spice. That is really nice.
Brilliant, brilliant. Again, this end there, the green one.
What's this one, Gary?
This is Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Oh, good pun.
Excellent. Another one of my favourite horrors. Let's give it a whirl. More of a barbecue one, this one.
And cherries.
That's really, really nice. I'm a vegetarian, but I can imagine that would be really good with ribs and things. Big fan of that. I've still got the heat from the exhaust coming through as well. I'm going to try one more. So the second hottest. So this is Jeepers Reapers, which has the Carolina Reaper pepper. It's really good.
Hot?
But it's really hot as well. But it's very, very nice. I think that's hotter than the exhaust. They are really, really nice. I've tasted a lot of hot sauces across like different places I've been, and a lot of them I always find the hot for the sake of being hot. What's good about these is they've actually got flavour in them as well. Whew. I'm going to get some. Okay, welcome back. I'm with Paul, who is an artist who's got a stall here. I've just purchased 2 of his posters, this incredible Halloween one, and then Jaws on the back. Paul, first of all, well done.
Thank you very much. Yeah, appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah.
Of all of your work here, so tell us first of all, what's your favourite of all of the posters that you've got on display?
Well, my favourite of all the work that I've done is probably, I mean, I shouldn't really have a favourite. I mean, I like, you know, all my artwork, but my favourite movie of all time is Jaws.
Yeah.
So this is actually the master artwork for that poster. Somebody actually suggested that they wanted the shark removed from the poster, so I digitally painted it out, created another poster. Essentially, I've made 3 artworks.
Yeah.
I actually sold out of both of those now, so I'm left with basically this. So that's the actual raw artwork that this is acrylic and colour pencils. A very simple genesis of an idea was I wanted to do something that featured the 3 barrels.
Yeah.
And the orca, and essentially it's the orca sailing off into its destiny. And I kind of wanted to riff on the original Roger Castell poster.
Oh yeah.
So Roger Castell's original artwork, but I kind of wanted to put my own spin onto it. So it was kind of really a kind of tribute to that as well. Really. So
fantastic.
Yeah, this is actually my favourite.
So you've been here for the full time as well.
I have, yeah.
What's been your biggest seller?
The biggest seller, I think, really, generally, it's something I produced in an afternoon, and it's this one. Seagulls stopping out. Obviously, the bad lip reading guys, they're phenomenal. They're so talented. They're hilarious. And literally, that seems to have been like the most popular of the series, really. I mean, yeah.
And finally, as well, to everyone watching at home, where can they see you in the future selling things? Or
well, I mean, you can see me.
website?
I do a lot of the other events, like the larger events around the UK as well. Yeah, you'll see me online as well. You can find me on Etsy. I have my own handle there, Art of Paul Butcher. You can find me on Facebook, Art of Paul Butcher as well. On Instagram, PaulButcher_art. And that's kind of, you'll see me there online and at these shows and rinse and repeat. Thank you.
Good to see you.
The final panel of the day, and we have saved this till the very last, as it's going to be amazing. Without further ado, please welcome our guest of honor, Bob Gale!
Thank you, everybody.
Welcome to my Thank you so much.
Hi Bob, I just wanted to ask about I Want to Hold Your Hand. Were you a Beatles fan? Were you part of Beatlemania? And also, how difficult was it having to write dialogue for the Beatles?
Well, when the Beatles first came on the scene, I was one of those contrary people who just said, you know, anytime there's a giant fad, you know, it can't be any good, right? So I poo-pooed the Beatles for a while, and then I just couldn't get their songs out of my head. So I realized, certainly by the time of Yesterday, Rubber Soul, that the Beatles were magic. How hard was it to write the dialogue for the Beatles that's in there? It wasn't that hard because, you know, we watched Hard Day's Night a million times. We watched Help over and over, and interview footage with the Beatles, and they were funny, you know. They had this rapport with each other, and they just, you know, threw things around, and we just kind of could imagine hearing their voices in our head, and yeah.
Thank you so much for joining us, and we so appreciate you being here and telling all the tales.
Thank you for having me.
We could listen to you forever, but please give a round of applause to Bob Gale.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you all. Thank you all.
Well, we're at the end of Sunday of Liverpool Comic Con 2020. It's been great. It's my first convention. I've really enjoyed it. I will definitely be coming back in the future. Stay tuned for more Monopoly events. Definitely get your tickets booked for 2021. I'm sure they'll be back, and for all other cities as well. My first experience has been very positive. I loved it. Meeting Elijah Wood was a highlight. Asking Bob Gale a question was up there as well. Great day. Love it. Got some great merch. See you soon.
If you enjoyed this video, then please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more film content. And if you would like to join us for a film location walking tour of Liverpool, you can do so by booking online at realtours.co.uk.